y'all, it's 2019 goals. I'm so excited. This is the first plan with me or planning video of the year of 2019. I've pre-cut some things with my Cricut. As you can see, I need to calibrate my Cricut, but I have done the 2019 and goals as well as simplify. Now, simplify is my 2019 one word. Essentially, you pick a word that has meaning to you and then you apply it to your life throughout the year. I've also created a few colors for background cards. Oops. And then I've also done already my 2019 goals in 6 different categories. This year, my cutout inspiration is from Brittany Fusion, and she is just everything that I want to embody this year. Just fun, free-spirited, lots of color, and I definitely want to grow my hair out. This is a memory keeper card, and it says, "Why hello," and I'm wanting to place this somewhere in my planner. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. As I was making my Cricut cutouts, I was kind of playing with the design and kind of pre-thinking where I wanted everything to go. So I kind of want my 2019 goals header at the top, and then I like how my girl's looking at the right. For the color blocks, I kind of just want to alternate them on the page and have them almost like a shadow effect behind my goals. Similar to last year, I used hexagons. This year I'm trying rectangles. I'm not too sure how much I'm loving it, but we'll play around with the layout. I think I'm going to fast forward this for you guys and then meet you guys back up in a little bit. I've played around a little bit with the shadow effect, and I kind of like it opposite each other. So on the right side, I have it shadowing from the top left or the top right, and then on the opposite, I have it from the top left. I forgot to mention too that I'll be using a few washi tapes somewhere in my planner. I have this first X1 from Dayspring, and then I have a sparkly washi tape that I have a love-hate relationship from Scotch. And then my last washi tape is also from Dayspring, part of their Faith collection. And this is actually one of my favorite washis, and I definitely need to use it more. As far as goals go, I set it up the same way as the previous few years. I have 6 categories. This is domestic, and the main one for this is just to make sure that after I get home from work, the time before she goes to bed is 100% Olivia time and no distractions. Under professional, I have a lot of goals this year, but my main one is to embrace teaching PE. I haven't taught PE for a long time, and this girl needs help. Under financial, I have goals such as replenishing our emergency fund. We had to replace our washer and dryer, and if anybody has ever had to do that, you know it's not inexpensive. So our main goal is to just replenish our funds. Physical. Because I'm returning back to work and teaching my own PE classes, I've been pretty lax, and I'm just giving myself a goal of 10,000 steps and a few other fun things like growing my hair out and giving myself a self-care night. This year for my creative goals, I just want to have fun. Girls just want to have fun. Sorry, my terrible singing. Then lastly, I have spiritual goals, and this year my morning devotionals have been kind of spotty, so I want to get back on top of that. I want to definitely work on prayer and gratitude as well as a few other things. I'm going to be using this black piece of scrap paper to glue or put the glue on top of all of my bits and pieces. I'm not using any fancy glue. My glue stick I had last year did in fact dry up like I said it probably would. And this stuff is not that great either. Maybe I just should switch brands. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and put all the glue on and be right back with you guys. I'm adding a smidgen of that X washi tape from Dayspring to the corner top here. I think I'll probably use this somewhere else. I like how it ties in just a very soft amount of black, if that's possible, a soft amount of black to the top corner of my sheet. I'm now going to place my arrow paper clip over top, and yes, this is the exact same paper clip I used last year. I'm going to snip the top of this washi tape inwards or outwards to make a nice flag pointed shape. No, ribbon pointed shape. I don't know what they call that, but a shape. And I'm going to add it to the side of my planner to pull in more of that X washi tape. I'm just really loving it. And then I'm going to put it slightly over top of my side. I'm not exactly sure why, but for some reason, I feel like it. I'm also going to place some of this Grace washi tape over top just to pull in an additional black element, and I love the wording on it as well. Because the word simplify is so delicate, I'm actually placing down a little bit of glue directly on the paper and then positioning my lettering how I want it to be. Just because if I was to swipe this over my glue stick or my glue stick over this, it would just rip to smithereens. Next year, I think I might attempt making my one word into a sticker. I know I talked about that last year, but it never came to fruition, so we'll see what this year has to offer. Under my one word, I'm just quickly writing down in pencil the definitions that I want to be applying to my one word, and I am using the Merriam-Webster dictionary for those definitions, and basically it says to make simple or to simplify, and I really do not like it when they use the same word to explain a word. Like, that makes no sense to anybody that is learning English for the first time because they don't know what the word means in the first place. Anyways, I do like what I do have an A and B explanation, and for A it says to reduce to basic essentials, and B is to diminish in scope or complexity. And that's what I just want for this year. I just want to simplify our wardrobes, simplify our meals, simplify the events that we go to, our commitments, just to make more time for our family unit and to make things run as smoothly and as simply as possible. And if it is not going to help me simplify my life, then it is going to have to say goodbye or be put on the back burner until a different year, because I am returning back to work. My daughter is going to be going to daycare for the first time in her life, and we just need, when we come home, to be able to breathe and relax and just enjoy our basic essentials and enjoy ourselves. So anyways, that is why my word this year is simplify. And that goes from my private life into my teaching, is just to keep things professional. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to rewrite this. And I purchased this thinking it was the Ink Joy gel, but it is not. Do not be deceived. So I started writing this, and you can see that it is just an uneven flow, and I'm not loving how this looks. So I'm actually going to switch pens to my ultra fine point Sharpie marker, and I actually love the Sharpie pens as well, but as you can already tell, the flow is just much more consistent and richer as well. The ink is richer. So I'm going to finish this up and be right back. Yay! My 2019 vision board is done. Now to insert it into my planner. This is just the classic planner, and then it has the disc expanders as well. And what I've done is just taken some of the extra covers that I have and reversed them, so I just get a simple cover for the front. Now, what I've done as well is I've actually kept my planner from last year because it was a 2018-19 planner. I've glued the cover for last January onto the new January's dashboard. I've also put in my own tab over top of the existing one. So it says weekly view. And what I want to do is I actually want to take my goals and insert them in front of my weekly views so that they're pretty much the first thing that I open up to when I open my planner. And you might be saying, why would you want to do that? It's because I really don't want them to get lost in the hustle and bustle of my beautiful planners. So I want them up front and in my face. However, I don't want this blank page in my face. So what I'm doing is I'm actually taking these pre-done quotes from Michael's, and I'm actually going to make them into a dashboard. I'm actually going to use the first quote because I think the light pastels will look lovely against the dashboard or the inside of the cover I already have. This one's really cute too, but I'll save it for later. So this is going to be, I don't know if you're going to think it's a hack or if you're like, oh, Sarah, this is just old news. Anyways, I'm tearing off the top and then I'm actually going to attach this piece of paper to the back center of my vision board. I'm going to use the Scotch Extra Strength double-sided tape to attach these two. And I really like how heavy duty this double-sided tape is, and I'm going to be super duper generous with it. I'm talking like all over the place. I'm positioning the paper slightly over to the left so that I have a little bit extra room for my rings, and then I'm just patting down as much as possible. Next up, I'm taking my Simple Recollections paper trimmer and I'm trimming off the edges so that they are the same size as the actual piece of classic Happy Planner paper. Lastly, I'm going to use my large Happy Planner paper punch, and I actually like to take the back off of it and then gauge where I need to be punching using the back. So I know that's unconventional, but it works every time for me, and there's no guessing as to where the punches should be. Just like that, I have a nice, beautiful dashboard for my Happy Planner, and it is the first thing that I will see when I open my planner up. I am just loving how bright and happy this is looking. I'm going to go ahead and add my second page to this planner, and then I will be done my 2019 goals dashboard, and it's right up and personable in my planner. I do have a blank spot here, and I could very well go ahead and add another quote to this side of my goal page, but I think for right now I'm just going to go ahead and leave it blank. That is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Ask me all the questions down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And of course, hit that subscribe button and bell for notifications. I hope you guys have a very great day, and bye for now.